Hey, Kevin. What's going on?
You know, sometimes I get emails from people, and I don't know if it's a test or not. Sometimes I think I've got like a college professor or a high school teacher or something like that that's feeding me these little, they're either softball questions or they're trying to trip me up on something. So the question I got was, when you want to make something stand up straight, what do you measure against? How do you figure out, it's a big odd shape. It's not something that's, like a big tube or a big square. No, it's like a big sculpture. It's a railing. It's it's whatever. But it's too tall to be able to like measure to the side of the house or something. How do you make it straight? What do you do? I thought, well, okay, this is something I've done a couple of times now, just because all I had was a level. Just a nice, 32, 24 inch, I guess it is. And come on, you guys know, you look inside that sight glass, you look at the 2 hash marks inside that lower tube, and there's a bubble right there. So if you line that thing up so that bubble comes out straight and right in between the 2 hash marks, now you know that edge is going to be straight, it's going to be parallel, it's going to be vertical. You can, and I've done it on occasion, you can just hold up a level like that. You can look at that sight glass, get that thing perfectly straight the way it needs to be, and then you can just eyeball it. You can look at whatever it is you're trying to get straight and compare the 2 of them to something you know is vertical and something that you're trying to get vertical. That's one way to cheat. The other way to cheat, and it's an old way, it's been around for a long, long time, is one of these. You look at that and think, well, now, wait a minute. Is that like a bullet? No, is that what the heck is that? Well, that's called a plumb bob. And it's just a weight with a nice tapered point with a cable, string, wire, whatever, hanging off the end of it. This one's kind of fancy because it just screws on that way. And all this is going to do for you is just show you what's vertical. It's not going to hang at an angle. And I'm sure some of you are thinking, well, hey, Kevin, that's great if you just happen to have a plumb bob. But what happens if you don't have one? You don't want to run down to the store and go buy it, just for like one job. Well, how about a coat hanger with a rock, a steel, a spike, something heavy enough to make it hang straight. Coat hanger, straighten it out the best you can. You don't want it with a big kink on it. Okay, it's going to hang crooked. Get that thing as straight as you can. And you're going to have something vertical to look at. A string, a piece of cable, whatever you happen to have around. Take your belt off, hang it off your belt. Just improvise, do what you can. So really, really old technology. Sometimes that's the best. No batteries, no owner's manual, nothing like that. You can make one, you can improvise, or if you just happen to look out and find an old one at a yard sale that you pay $1 for, there you go. So speaking of paying for dollars, you're going to reach down there and click that subscribe button, and don't forget to come to my website and sign up for my newsletter. I'm going to go back to work. I'll see you guys next time.